Hello, I'm Marilyn Chase, your state senator from the 32nd Legislative District. Today I'd like to talk to you about the economic recovery of the state's general fund. Economic recovery in the state of Washington is dependent upon increasing the consumption of our people. The state needs a strategy for economic recovery that creates jobs that pay sufficient wages so people can buy durable goods that generate sales taxes and business and occupation taxes. These are the two main streams of revenue which our state treasury relies upon. Any strategy for economic recovery that does not include job creation is a strategy for economic disaster. A strategy that creates a patent for goods to be manufactured in China that provides no net return to the state is a strategy for the 1%. While manufacturing in China might produce high incomes for a few enterprising fellows, it will not bring about economic recovery in the state of Washington. Creating new firms with an average of 3 employees or fewer is not a strategy for economic recovery, nor is importing a workforce to create an intangible product, a patent, for manufacture in China a strategy for economic recovery. Those strategies produce high incomes that are not taxed in our state and pay little into the state's general fund. Those firms, like Microsoft, can headquarter their sales operation in states like Nevada and avoid paying business and occupation taxes to our state's general fund. However, there are firms in our state that can hire, that want to hire, but cannot find employees with the skill levels they need. We also have thousands of unemployed workers who, with the proper training, could fill those jobs. Let's put the two together. Two facts are staring us in the face about job creation. There are about 7,000 small manufacturing firms in the state of Washington, firms that fabricate, that make machinery, equipment, and products used in other products, firms that are in the supply chain of larger firms, firms that make products that Washington companies can sell around the world. They all have job openings, and these jobs pay an average of about $71,000 annually and are desperately looking for workers, not just any worker, but workers trained in advanced manufacturing techniques such as Lean and Six Sigma. About 65% of the small fabrication firms have fewer than 50 employees. In fact, 33% have fewer than 9 employees. They do not have elaborate human relations department or worker training divisions. They rely upon the community colleges and technical schools to train workers in advanced manufacturing skills to the point of meeting their minimum qualifications. But they need assistance in training the workers to the advanced master craftsman's performance level. A short period of state investment in their training would allow these workers to find their place in the workforce. One of the responsibilities of our government is to provide education, skills, and training so citizens can take their place in the economy. Through the community and technical colleges, we are moving forward in providing an agile, educated workforce, but we must do more. For example, a small fabrication firm in our state produces products requiring advanced skills in welding aluminum to food grade standards. These skills are not taught in the technical schools or the apprenticeship programs, but with a short period of on-the-job training or an internship or a short apprenticeship on the factory floor, workers can be taught the advanced skills. The return on investment to the state: a highly paid worker earning more than subsistence, a worker who will purchase durable goods such as washers and dryers and automobiles, are precisely the high-ticket items that benefit our sales tax and revenue streams. That allows the state to support the things we are constitutionally mandated to provide: a safety net for those who cannot work, and a world-class education system to prepare those who can work to take their place in the economy. Economic recovery requires well-paid workers who can buy durable goods that produce sales tax. It requires vigorous firms who can make products that can be sold elsewhere. It requires firms who bring the profits from those sales home to expand the business. Economic recovery in the state of Washington requires increasing consumption of products that generate sales taxes. Economic recovery requires those workers to purchase durable goods from retail stores and pay sales tax from brick and mortar businesses on Main Street, who will in turn pay business and occupation tax to the general fund. Given our current tax system, nothing else will bring about economic recovery or stability to our safety net and education for our children. The only way currently to rebuild the state's general fund is to increase sales taxes and increase business and occupation taxes. But with a small expenditure from the state to help businesses pay for the additional training required to gain specific skills, an expenditure that provides a return on the investment to the general fund will pay for itself in 1 or 2 years. And what about the 7,500 small fabrication firms in our state? They are primarily mid-market, owner-operated firms run by families deeply rooted in our communities. They have survived the initial tough 5-year startup phase. These firms have no intention of taking their work to China or India, but they wouldn't mind selling their products there. These firms also have no intention of growing to the size of Boeing or making themselves attractive for a buyout. These firms are the backbone of our state's economy. The supply chain firms for our larger companies, such as Boeing, and are engaged in advanced manufacturing, making things to sell. They may have 1 or 2 or 3 job openings requiring specialized skills. These mid-market firms have the ability to expand their workforce in response to additional orders for their goods. They sometimes have to turn orders away because they cannot find the skilled workers they need in order to expand their operation. Employment Security reports that we have about 64,000 unfilled job openings, but we simply don't have enough workers who are properly trained to fill them. If the legislature makes an investment of taxpayer dollars, we have a right to expect a return on that investment, to expect a net benefit to the state. We need to be courageous in acknowledging that if a strategy does not work, we need to require a return of the taxpayer dollars to the general fund. I have introduced several bills that will help the small firms fill the job openings requiring advanced skill training, and 3 bills requiring a net return to the state on any tax expenditure. It is our duty to protect taxpayers on 2 fronts: to ensure that their hard-earned money isn't wasted on corporate welfare, and to create a climate and opportunity for everyone to work. That's all for this week. And as always, please contact me with any questions, concerns, or comments. My information is at the bottom of your screen. Thanks for watching.